So I'm about to say, everybody, this is Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 2, Episode 8. I believe we got 2 more episodes, and it called A House Is Not Home. It's not a home. A house is not a home. Sorry, the way I started to, read it differently. So, yeah, guys. I don't know if I'm going to talk about everything. I'm just going to talk about what's on top of my head, and pretty much that, of course, we seen Raquel go to that girl's house. I forgot the woman's name, Paula or whatever her name is. Went into her house and told her to stay away from my son. And then she tried to be tough. And of course, she put a strap into her dome, to her head, to tell her to stay away from my son, or otherwise you will be dead. Because she will kill her if she ever come near her son again. And Famous was looking, saw Raquel peeping around the corner. Then he ran. I said, dude, you should have ran in the house. And Rocco said, go to school. And we know Famous, I believe he dropped out of school, or maybe he just missed school on purpose because he didn't want to go to school. That's why he been staying home. The place didn't look too bad this time. It looked like it cleaned up a little, maybe. Just a teeny bit, maybe a little bit. But that's when Kanan showed up. And then that's when he talked to Famous, and Famous told him everything what Kanan's mother did, what Raquel did, and Kanan was pissed off. And when he went to go see Marva, or whatever her name is, she didn't want to see him. She felt like she told him, I can't talk to you. We can't see each other no more. I can't hang with you. I can't talk to you no more. I don't know what her daughter admit. She went to go stay with her dad. Cause we didn't see her in this episode. So yeah, pretty much that's what happened. And she closed the door in his face. And he was banging on the door, just wanted to talk because Kanan likes her. You know what I'm saying? And he had to understand that no adult should not be messing with minors. That's just that's just not okay. It's illegal. It's illegal. And I feel like it's not right to do that. So he went to Famous house, and Famous was going to do his stuff with. I don't know why he did that. He went to his stuff and he saw a test, and we know that Howard is Kanan's father, not G Def or whatever his name is. He's not the father. Maybe he just a boyfriend before Raquel got wet, and Raquel still won't tell him the truth. Well, Kanan went to go confront her and stuff about what she did and stuff, and Raquel said, I'm only doing this for you because you know she's a grown woman and you're a child, which means a teenager and a kid, because Kanan's not an adult. You know what I'm saying? And Kanan didn't like that, and he said that he needs some space and he gonna stay with Famous. Next thing you know, Famous went up in the door. Maybe he wasn't there. Maybe he was high. What else could he be up to? And we know he haven't been in school. But the funny thing is, Kanan haven't went to school either. We haven't seen him in school. Did he drop out? That's what I want to know. Also, we see Lou confronting this dude, telling him to get her music out there. And guess what? When he put that gun to his head, or at least to his his chin, she was there witnessing this. I'm like, she look like she been around that lifestyle. But can we trust her though? That's my answer to everybody. Can we trust her? Because pretty much when he let him go, he said he'll do it. And guess what? She wanted to have sex with Lou so bad. Because let's not forget they almost did. And this time they did have sex. And we know, I don't know if she can be trusted though, guys. I just don't know. I don't think I'm the only one. I think Martha put it out there that she can't be trusted. So that was that. Once her music been playing on the radio, and I feel bad for Jukebox that she ain't had her music out there lately. And speaking of which, we see Jukebox at this church, and she said, "Why I'm here," and she said, "Why everybody's in here," and then they making her watch straight sex. That's not what she want to see. It was like they're abusing her. Like, what kind of church would do that to a young woman? Jukebox, and Jukebox is gay. She's a lesbian. She being herself, and the crazy thing is, Kenya's trying to change who she is. And I think Kenya knew about her sexuality. And I don't think it's the last time I see her, or I could be wrong. What's gonna happen right now that we know that Jukebox did still to her mother, saying that I was fine without you and I don't need you now. And she knows. And she know Marvin fucked up, but she know Marvin was the only one that raised her by himself. And you know what I'm saying? He went to go see his counseling at the end as therapist, and we know they're gonna hook up. They're just gonna talk. We're gonna see what happened in episode 9. I think we seen the trailer with Lou pulling a gun. That's gonna be the next trailer. I don't know what's gonna happen there, but I'm looking forward to it. And we got this Italian. We know that his son was murdered thanks to his partner, which I don't know why he bummed this guy because he was goofy. He don't know what he's doing. The crazy thing, he fucked Kanan up, but the thing is, he was having a hard time shooting people. And the dude got shot. And then they smuggled him to death, killed him. And that was it. I knew he was going to die in this episode because he was a liability. He had to take out the weakling. And that's what happened. Because we already know he was going to live. I thought he was gonna die right there in that on top of the building. Where the hell he at? He's gone now. And you need to know what Marvin did. And Raquel even tell him, we don't owe you anything. But we already know the Italian is not a joke to be playing with. They not to be fucked with. And guess what? He sent a hit out to Marvin because he want Marvin dead because he know Marvin was the one that getting him to take out Tony. And guess what? We don't even know what happened to his fiance. We know he's still alive, and we know he's talking. And I wonder if they're going to take him out too, because we didn't see him in this episode. So, guys, I appreciate that Jukebox and Marvin is, catching up. And, she'll burn all the clothes that she gave her and stuff, because she didn't ask for this. She was trying to prove that she's a good mom, but she was just a failure. She abandoned her daughter. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. I mean, it's crazy because when Marvin was talking good, was getting her a valid point, she slapped the shit out of him. And that's what Jukebox came outside and told her mother that, I know I say this again before, I'm going to say it again. Jukebox said, I was fine without you and I don't need you. She basically saying, I was better here. Just like Kanan. Kanan didn't even want to move. He said, I was fine where I at. And he didn't like that. He know his mother is acting different. He know about her secret, but not tell him. He wanted to stay with Famous, but instead he went to go see Howard. And he said he let him stay. And then speaking of Howard went to go snitch, told that Detective Buck was doing an investigation against him and stuff. And that's not what partners do. And of course, he agreed. He said, the boss said she needed to learn her lesson. Then she told her to stop doing this because if she continued to do it, she's going to lose her job. And her girlfriend even warned her last week not to do no investigation or whatever you want to call it. Talking about I'm not facing. I said, yes, you are, because you wouldn't leave it alone. Howard even tell you leave this alone because this is his personal business. And now you even made his side paid stripper escort shake, and I feel bad for her. I doubt that we'll see her again because we found that she had a kid. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, I do enjoy this episode. I can't wait what's going to happen next week. It's going to be crazy. But thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to share this video and like this video and subscribe and turn that bell.